Have you ever noticed something strange about perfection? It looks beautiful, but somehow uncomfortable to be around. From a distance, it looks flawless. Clean lines, balanced colors, everything exactly where it should be. The kind of thing that makes you pause and admire it for a long time. But the closer you get, the more something shifts. It starts to feel uncomfortable. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but because there's no room for you inside it. Hi, welcome back. Today, let's draw a quiet contrast in what we all experience, but rarely question. Why perfection looks so beautiful, but feels so hard to live with, while imperfection, even when it looks ordinary, somehow feels easier to stay in. Perfection carries a kind of silent pressure. Everything about it suggests that nothing should move, nothing should change, nothing should fall out of place. It creates an unspoken rule: don't disturb this. And when we step into something like that, whether it's a perfectly organized space, a carefully curated life, or even a person who seems to have it all together, we instinctively become careful. We adjust ourselves, we lower our volume, we hide our rough edges, we try not to mess it up. Because perfection doesn't invite participation. It demands preservation. That's where the discomfort begins. Because as humans, we are not still. We are constantly shifting, feeling, changing, making mistakes, correcting them, and growing again. There's movement in us, there's unpredictability in us, and perfection has no space for that. Now compare that with imperfection. A slightly messy room, an uneven piece of art, a conversation where words don't come out perfectly. At first glance, it may not impress you. It doesn't have that same visual pull. It doesn't make you stop and admire it from afar. But when you step into it, something softens. You don't feel watched. You don't feel like you have to perform. You don't feel like one wrong move will break everything. Because imperfection doesn't expect you to be anything other than human. It allows you to sit how you want, speak how you want, exist how you are. And that's why it feels easy. Not because it's better in appearance, but because it's kinder in experience. And that's the quiet truth we often miss. Perfection is something we admire, but imperfection is something we can actually live inside. And life was never meant to be something we only admire from a distance. It was meant to be something we can comfortably stay in, without constantly trying to earn our place in it. That's why the most meaningful moments in our lives are rarely perfect. They are slightly messy, a nudge unplanned, but deeply real. And that's enough. Let's embrace imperfection. Stop looking for perfection. That's not real. That's not natural. That's not human. Think about it.